but was growing as fast as it knew how. The house she lived in stood on the edge of town. It was a large square house, white with green blinds, and had a porch in front over which roses and clematis made a thick bower. 4 tall locust trees shaded the gravel path which led to the front gate. On one side of the house was an orchard. On the other side were woodpiles and barns, and an ice house. Behind was a kitchen garden sloping to the south, and behind that, a pasture with a brook in it, and butternut trees, and 4 cows, 2 red ones, a yellow one with sharp horns tipped with tin, and a dear little white one named Daisy. There were 6 of the Carr children, 4 girls and 2 boys. Katy, the eldest, was 12 years old. Little Phil, the youngest, was 4, and the rest fitted in between. Dr. Carr, their papa, was a dear, kind, busy man who was away from home all day and sometimes all night, too, taking care of sick people. The children hadn't any mama. She had died when Phil was a baby, 4 years before my story began. Katy could remember her pretty well. To the rest, she was but a sad, sweet name, spoken on Sunday and at prayer times, or when Papa was specially gentle and solemn. In place of this Mama, there was Aunt Izzy, Papa's sister, who came to take care of them when Mama went away on that long journey, from which, for so many months, the little ones kept hoping she might return. Aunt Izzy was a small woman, sharp-faced and thin, rather old-looking, and very neat and particular about everything. She meant to be kind to the children, but they puzzled her much, because they were not a bit like herself when she was a child. Aunt Izzy had been a gentle, tidy little thing, who loved to sit, as Curlylocks did, sewing long seams in the parlor, and to have her head patted by older people, and to be told that she was a good girl. Whereas Katy tore her dress every day, hated sewing, and didn't care a button about being called good, while Clover and Elsie shied off like restless ponies when anyone tried to pat their heads. It was very perplexing to Aunt Izzy, and she found it quite hard to forgive the children for being so unaccountable, and so little like the good boys and girls in Sunday school memoirs, who were the young people she liked best and understood most about. Then Dr. Carr was another person who worried her. He wished to have the children hardy and bold, and encouraged climbing and rough plays in spite of the bumps and ragged clothes which resulted. In fact, there was just 1 half-hour of the day when Aunt Izzy was really satisfied about her charges, and that was the half-hour before breakfast, when she had made a law that they were all to sit in their little chairs and learn the Bible verse for the day. I want to show you the little Carrs, and I don't think I could ever have a better chance than one day when 5 out of the 6 were perched on top of the ice house, like chickens on a roost. This ice house was one of their favorite places. It was only a low roof set over a hole in the ground, and as it stood in the middle of the side yard, it always seemed to the children that the shortest road to every place was up one of its slopes and down the other. They also liked to mount the ridgepole, and then, still keeping the sitting position, to let go, and scrape slowly down over the warm shingles to the ground. It was bad for their shoes and trousers, of course, but what of that? Shoes and trousers and clothes generally were Aunt Izzy's affair, and theirs was to slide and enjoy themselves. Clover, next in age to Katy, sat in the middle. She was a fair, sweet dumpling of a girl, with thick pigtails of light brown hair and short-sighted blue eyes, which seemed to hold tears just ready to fall from under the blue. Really, Clover was the jolliest little thing in the world, but these eyes and her soft, cooing voice always made people feel like petting her and taking her part. She was sunny and sweet-tempered, a little indolent.